I'm Romaro Johnson, boss of bosses of the Romaro family, and owner of the new Black Wall Street. The Romaro family isn't just another for-profit organization who's concentrating on profits only while implementing ways to cut expenses. The Romaro family is about the health and welfare of mankind and the health and welfare of planet Earth, which automatically makes us socially responsible for our planet and everything in and around it, which means sustainability is our way of life and living. Sustainability has a broad concept that can mean different things to different people in different circumstances. So I'll share two of the definitions with you. Here's another definition of the word sustainability. The Romaro family is probably the first organization that is about to step fully into the future. Apart from driving flying cars and teleportation devices, we will step into the future. So much so that every business in and on the new Black Wall Street's premises operates on renewable energy. Let's briefly talk about them. There's a source that says solar energy is the most abundant of all energy resources and can even be harnessed in cloudy weather. So in this case, the light from the sun is being converted into the very same energy that keeps households operational. Now think about everything within your home functioning off of electricity. I'm talking about your hot water tank and your furnace. Now imagine that you have solar panels attached to your home. Do you know what this means? This means that you would never need to purchase energy from any supplier of energy again. Not only do we use the sun's rays to power the new Black Wall Street, but we also use wind power as well. This wind turbine to create energy was said to be created in 1887 by Charles F. Brush. When it comes to how wind turbines operate, electricity is generated when an active wind blows through the propellers and turns the oversized fan blades, which the electricity is then produced from the generator and sent out to its destination. Between the sun and the wind, the Romaro family is determined to cut our dependency on the use of fossil fuels. We have no desire to contribute to the poisoning and dying of our world, plants, animals, and mankind. Here are more facts that'll probably encourage you to move away from fossil fuels. A coal-fired power plant burns coal to generate electricity. And in the United States alone, there are about 250 coal-powered power plants, with 2,400 of them across the world. It is these power plants that cause health problems such as asthma and other respiratory infections, and even death, which is due to the air pollution it produces from the burning of coal. Do you think that I like seeing deep, dark, heavy smoke coming from the smokestacks of power plants and foundries across this nation? No, I don't. The Romaro family is big on recycling, which is a major part of our sustainability practice. With us, everything that can be recycled will be recycled. I feel like instead of consistently extracting resources from the earth to create merchandise and other products, we need to take the old merchandise and products and turn them into new merchandise and products that can be utilized in our everyday lives. Because if we don't, the earth will definitely run dry of its natural resources. It is said that about 1 billion discarded tires reach landfills in the US every year, and about 4 billion worldwide, with Havea Brasiliensis being the species of rubber wood trees that helps make tires. That's a whole lot of rubber wood trees that don't have to be poked and prodded if we just find another way to reuse the discarded tires. And there will be a whole lot of rubber tires that won't be just sitting somewhere not decomposing in the landfill. So it's mandatory that we find some way to melt down and remold the tires into other products like soles for shoes, raincoats, rain boots, and umbrellas, indoor and outdoor flower pots, pet beds, dog houses, rubber flooring around the edges of swimming pools so people won't slip, lining the outer foundation of homes and buildings to stop water from leaking in while eliminating foundation erosion, patting the ground surface of playgrounds to stop kids from severe injury if they fall, window blinds that last longer and are more durable than those cheap plastic blinds that always break and make you look like the nosy person in the neighborhood. And they'll be designed in a way that when the blinds are closed in the winter, they'll keep the cold from your window from making the rest of your room cold too. How about a rubber car cover that'll bounce hail balls right off your vehicle during a hailstorm? Rubber mats for your vehicle that'll catch and trap snow, water, and mud until you dump it out. You can even leave the tires whole and use it for running through an obstacle course to get your exercise on. But these are the ones that I've been thinking about for as long as I can remember. And we will find that solution to put our products in production. Here at the Romaro family, we also are walking away from using plastics as much as we can. I say as much as we can because some of the items and products that we receive from manufacturers have some sort of plastic being used to bind the items together, such as in a 6-pack of soda cans. As far as plastic bags though, we definitely won't be using them. Sources say that at least 14 million tons of plastic end up in oceans every year, and plastic makes up 80% of all marine debris found from surface water to deep sea sediments. We've all seen the images of the turtle's shell being warped because it was trapped in a soda can plastic. Here's the image that you can't visually see though. What you can see are the chemicals from the plastic that seep out and contaminate the water, which in turn affects the inhabitants of the water and then affects man when we consume the water and its inhabitants. When it comes to demolition and revitalization, I'm tired of looking at all these abandoned houses and buildings that make neighborhoods look like crap. They're just sitting there, taking up space and waiting to be used as places for criminal mischief. Anything can go down in these dwellings. And I'm talking about anything ranging from drug deals, drug use, robberies, murders, rapes, and suicides. The brick and steel that make up the buildings can be recycled. The bricks can be crushed and used in the new brick making process. And the steel can be recycled and made into any other metal product. Not only will the Romaro family push to tear down those rundown buildings, but we are also proud to take part in the neighborhood cleanup as a part of the revitalization effort. With these neighborhood cleanups, neighborhoods within every town, city, and state will be selected for a neighborhood tune-up, which means if your street or neighborhood is selected, the Romaro family will come through to paint every home on that street or neighborhood and plant grass and flower beds for homes that don't have any. The bottom line of this is to give people a sense of pride and ownership in their streets and neighborhoods again, to introduce love and light to our streets and neighborhoods, essentially making them feel like safe communities again. Africa, the motherland, the birthplace of mankind, home to my ancestors and their descendants, which are my relatives whom I have never known, but I will come to know. When I used to see all of the commercials to get Americans to send money to these big non-profit companies who really don't do anything for the poor back home, I knew that I had to spearhead something over there because they weren't doing nothing with those billions that they collected from us. I knew that I had to take care of my people over there. Now, before I go any further, I don't want you thinking that all the people over there are just walking around barefoot and naked, or that they're walking around wearing leaves covering their genitals. In Africa, they have modern day stylish homes, modern day stylish cars, roads, highways, buildings, business, clothes, and every other infrastructure that we have in America. We've all been bamboozled by the images of lions and tigers, bears, and the starving villagers that this country has been showing us to make Africa and our people over there look bad. So when I talk about spearheading projects over there, I'm talking about my focus being locked in on villages that are in lack of. You know, the very same villages that they show us to get money from us. In these villages, I want to build roads by paving the villages with asphalt concrete, which is a process that involves cutting up, compressing, while cementing the old tires into mini bricks. Put in street lights, build schools and churches, put in water filtration systems, plant various fruit trees, teach them how to garden if they don't know how, while supplying them with all the seeds of fruits and vegetables that they need. Build high fences around garden areas so the wild animals don't eat their harvest. Build playgrounds for the children. Heal them from all the illnesses and plagues, along with building any other type of infrastructure that is needed in the village. Although many of those projects that I just named didn't sound like sustainable acts, I can honestly say that sustainability will be in or around those projects in some way. If it's not, that's because I wanted to help my people over there anyway.